Stupid Obi. Yes. First of Pokewild, now this. That does it. This thing cannot be smart for once and actually wait until I authorize it. Then I'm going to delete this thing. Forget about my string and all that. Okay. Calm down, Flame. Calm down. I need to get this thing up and running properly. This is like the second time it malfunctioned like this and choose to delete the string without my delete this broadcast without my permission. And that's just getting really annoying to me. I had everything else set up and that's the things I get. I heard something is up or someone is messing with it. Whoever it is, it better stop. Because I'm really getting sick and tired of this thing not working right. Sorry, shouldn't be raging. No. Damn, this OBS just doesn't know when to listen. First the Pokewilds, now this. There's gotta be something that I'm missing. Something that's causing it to play the video and behind my back. I know for a fact that I did not, and I repeat, not start broadcasting this thing. I just don't like it when my technology starts working against me than anything. Just try something. I'm getting really sick and tired of the whole excuse that my fails are updated. That does it. If my boredom or anxiety doesn't back off, we're leaving it online. Because I am sick and tired of it getting into trouble when I get frustrated. I really know. Hello, everyone. Guys, at where we left off and all that. I'm just having a really frustrating day. I can't really, but regardless, like I said before, I can't really fail with technology just trying to get me into trouble nowadays. First, there's me trying to ignore trollish-like behavior. At least trying to. And trying to concentrate on all that. And not only that, but OBS being a dick to me and just deleting my stream yet again. I hope someone is just screwing with it or just being stupid. I don't know. But this is the reason why I'm setting up this whole schedules on my YouTube channel. For some reason my technology is turning against me. I need to get it fixed so I don't have to deal with it anymore. Which is the reason why I'm taking a summer vacation. A hiatus, if you say. Scorpion, I'm talking here. I'm sorry if I'm feeling depressed and all that, but this is the biggest issue I'm having with my technology. For some reason it started picking fights and just not letting me enjoy things as I used to be. Whatever this tech is doing right now, it needs to be fixed. In fact, I think OBS needs to update its sources so it doesn't screw over me again. It was just like that with the Pokewile stream. And it's happening again here. I honestly don't know what's wrong with my temper right now. It just chooses to flip out at anything that doesn't agree with him. Deathclaw. And that's really serious. I don't like the way my temper is going right now. Simply don't. Like I said, I just need a bit of a break from this whole thing. After the other two strains, I already have the other two strains. I'm going to take a huge hiatus from all streaming right now. Because if the internet's just going to go and if my technology is just going to go and try to go up and do that, piss me off and trying to make it really difficult to play the game. And my frustration must be going way too hard on it. It's not the technology, it's just me trying to figure out what
trouble
is going on. Now you can take them all on. Honestly, this week is just a terrible week right now. I mean, I'm happy I got myself a collector's item. I was happy to get outside. I just seem to be going nowhere with my frustration, just choosing not to listen and let me out like that. At the start, I shouldn't be so mouthy about my OBS. And I'm sorry for that. But when technology starts picking fights with you, that's when you need to actually turn off and let it rest. And if your frustrations is just going to, well, make you...
Have you heard the news? Elder McNamara has lifted the lockdown. Good news for this store, let me tell you.
Ow.
I can't wait to start getting more goods. So what are you here for? Our patrols are always bringing more stuff in. Take a look.
If your frustration is just choosing to not listen and just badmouth anything, just take a rest and for a whole month, and then you come back with an open mind. That's all I'm going to say right there.
Another satisfied Bye.
I never ever want to bring harm on my family. I never do. They're really concerned about me. And I don't like making them worried. But, however, I still have things to do. Maybe I could be able to... I can still string Tomb Raider and also Chrono Trigger, but those are going to be the last strings for this month. And there won't be any string scheduled for June. I just need to get my brain out. Need to get Need to get it fixed before I blow it again. Just saying, I'm not feeling good. I feel like I'm not taking care of myself mentally or physically. Alright. Enough rambling. Let's just get things done. Let's find the missions, get more camps. Probably kill a death claw here and there with Annabelle. And we'll get things done. Roll about rockets, always aim at their feet. Again, apologies in advance for being frustrated and rambling about something.
Trouble.
Just seems to be non-degree. That blast didn't kill you guys. Would have been an ally short. Yeah, that's definitely a lot of death claws.
Hey!
Okay, that didn't work there. Maybe I definitely need more ammo. Alright. Or probably I should probably stop going after this. Let's see. Where's that gun? Okay, here. I definitely need some armor repairs.
Welcome, sir.
armor there. Sorry, LBS. I don't tell me. back. And I had to do something. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. All I can do is just longer. Right with that picture.
Nice job out there. We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
True.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Oh yeah, the M1 Grand. Should be right in there. Where is this going? Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. I must have hit the remote. I didn't get copyrighted there. Somebody must have been watching the Big Bang Theory in here. You know, maybe I'll.
Damn shame about Morales. She enlisted to be closer to her husband.
Controlling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Hang on a sec. Dude, I don't have the skill. Short. Guess I'll have to try something else. There might be something more to this.
You look like someone in need of a reliable supplier. Take your pick. Are you implying I have some kind of secret under-the-table stash I only offer to certain clients? Because that could get a man in trouble.
I can be pretty resourceful. Perhaps we could work out a deal.
Now you're talking my language. I do have an expanded inventory for people I can trust. If you're willing to do a little legwork for me, I could give you access to my stash, and at a discount. Many of these items aren't available in the NCR, and you'll be hard-pressed to find them at a better price anywhere else.
That sounds good to me. What do you need done?
Well, I can't exactly go wandering off the base whenever I want, you know. They're already suspicious. I can hear the MPs now. Gee, Contreras, I didn't know you had so many friends in the gun runners. Speaking of which, guess your first stop. You're just passing a little note to a man named Isaac for me. I want to know which girl he likes.
I'll do that.
Great, let me know what he says. They're almost a straight shot north from here, up past the sharecroppers.
Remind me where Isaac is.
The gun runners are almost straight north of here, a little east. Isaac has a house in their compound.
Okay.
Bye.
Gun runner. Okay. Now's the time to go see Isaac. Where are we at? Okay, I'm on the right track.
Hello. It's been a long tour. All I can think about now is going back home.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Do you need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
And that a big? Is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Why don't you just beat the prisoner senseless?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you
I
can?
think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until
Now
either he
you're
talks or he can't move
talking
his
my
jaw anymore.
language.
Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Okay, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Right. Got my weapon away.
Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how
Hang
it
on,
looked.
is this subtitles working? Display. And
Look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles.
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Celus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in. He's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along.
Oh, don't
And
you?
I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Sir, don't worry.
Let's finish this up, then we can talk.
I won't be. We are going to get along just fine.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
I think you are confused. I am... Sacrament right now.
You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order.
You must miss giving orders. Now that all your men are dead.
Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors.
Sounds like to me like you were too gutless to follow Caesar's orders.
I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room.
I wouldn't say that for
Something the matter, Sirius? You look upset. Here, maybe you'd better step out for a moment. You've upset him.
Had enough!
You're not even throwing a punch, and you're already countering fear.
You like that?
Alright, you can stop for a sec. Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him. Why don't you step outside a minute? Let off some steam. Nice job.
Thank you. Now you'll excuse me, I'm getting myself a drink from that warm-up.
I think my friend doesn't like you, Silus. I don't know how much longer I can keep him under control.
You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just any beating, Silus. A savage beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe.
Whoa!
It'll be like your collars, Silus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Silus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the maniac back in here for some playtime? Silus. Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you.
Well,
Let me check you for weapons one more time. For
Oh,
your
Walter.
safety as well as his.
well, weapon... Well, war breaking's over. Now jump.
You hit like a bedridden old woman.
Lucky you. You can borrow my dentures when I knock all your teeth out.
It'll take more than that to get me to talk, worm.
Watch
Had enough! Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way, I'll tell you what I know. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks.
I'll be the judge of that. Let's hear what you got to say.
Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders, complaining of headaches. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him.
There must be more you can tell me.
There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion.
There must be something.
You got something to That was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again, but I'd probably get in trouble. This'll do the NCR a lot of good, so you should be proud. Here's the standard fee. Plus, I threw in the price of a good show on the strip. That's from me personally. You can beat up my prisoners anytime.
Thank you.
Not big on reading name tags, huh?
Alright.
That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be. Yep.
Now where she's going. Something I did wrong. I mean, honestly, I'm supposed to get information from that guy, but all I need is the machine. Oh, crap, my goodness. Well, I better go get that experience.
There's a lot more troops there than we thought. No wonder we couldn't hold Helios 1.
I wonder where I should go now.
Hey, you got a second?
What is it?
The Brotherhood is failing. I've always known that. If we don't change course, we're going to fall apart, or fade away. But until recently, I haven't understood where we went wrong, or how to fix it. I think I need to go home.
Why don't you just go back on your own?
Wow, don't everybody volunteer all at once now. I could do that. You're not interested in coming along? Hate to break up the band over a silly little thing like the future of everyone I care about.
Alright, I'll go.
Great, thanks, thank you. I'll encourage people to name their non-ugly children after you. Seriously.
Something ain't right here. We're gonna hang back.
So you're one of us now, huh? Truly, it is a rare honor. may I assist you?
Hello, Veronica. How goes your mission?
We'll know in a second. I wanted to talk to you.
Veronica, tell me this isn't about...
Yes, goddammit, it is. But you're gonna hear me out this time.
We've been through this.
The things I've seen now, other groups succeeding where we fail, it's not too late for us.
We've outlasted the end of the world. We'll outlast these upstarts.
Waiting in a hole for everyone else to die.
If we must.
This is a dead end for us.
I see no evidence of that. Nor do I see anyone out there with a solution to our problems.
How could you? You're too scared to look. Let's go. We're wasting our time.
You're right.
I'd slap him around, but he stood at my parents' wedding. Plus, he used to make excuses to get me out of my punishment when I'd slept through head scribe Taggart's lectures. Figure I owe him for that. He means well.
Good intentions doesn't justify marching the Brotherhood to death.
No,
to his death.
but it does make it easier to forgive him. He's just misguided. It's not too late to change his mind.
Think the Elder will listen to at all?
He's a stubborn old man, but when it comes down to it, he's got our best interests at heart. If he sees some indisputable sign we're on the wrong course, he won't ignore it.
So, what is it you're trying to accomplish?
That's my question to the Elder. All these years, the Brotherhood has collected weapons technology. And for what? To keep it out of people's hands? That clearly hasn't worked. To defend ourselves? We can't compete with the NCR's numbers or the Legion's. We're fighting a war for a lost cause. If we're gonna survive, we have to find a role in society, attract new members.
How will you propose to do that?
Look at the followers of the Apocalypse. They use their expertise to improve people's lives. They train them to be self-sufficient. That expertise cultivates respect and gratitude, spreads their ideals, draws talent to their cause. They make friends like we make enemies. But they don't know a fraction of what we know. If we took on their role, we could stand up to anyone. We wouldn't have to hide.
What can we bring to him that would change his mind?
I don't know. We need something that shows the Brotherhood will fail, or that it can do better a different way. The only thing that gets his attention is technology. Maybe Father Elijah had the right idea.
Father Elijah?
Our elder before McNamara. He had a nose for recovering lost technology. He'd send scribes out into the desert chasing whatever leads he found. There were a few he only trusted me with. I can think of at least one that'd prove my point, if it still exists. There's a comm terminal not too far from here I'd use to access messages from him. If we go there, I can pull up his research on it.
Let's head out.
I'm with you. Being around here isn't the same anymore.
got the research notes.
Let's see what we've got here. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. The pulse gun. Although maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology.
Tell me about the rangefinder.
It's a targeting device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1. It was lost sometime after the war. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. All for this weapon they never got working. If it turns out to be a dud, it'd show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip.
What's a pulse gun?
Electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. It never saw mass production. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Nellis. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun.
Farming technology.
More or less. Supposedly it's a vegetation enhancer. NCR has a
Hello,
science branch
Emilio.
headquartered
Welcome
in
to the
Cairo
stream. How you
Airport.
doing?
Guess they found something. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course.
The rangefinder sounds promising.
They defended Helios like it was their last stand. Didn't even know if there was anything worth defending. How could there be, with all we lost? Even if it did work, it'd be under NCR control now. So it'd either prove our goals are wrong, or we're incapable of pursuing them. There's a pawn shop
I'm doing
in
alright.
Vegas we could check. And I've heard of a gift shop in the Strip that
I
deals in pre-war
only got
antiques.
2 streams before my break. Let's go find it.
I like the way you think.
Our location.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
If you're down on your luck and need some caps, I buy just about anything. Of course, I've also got plenty of things for sale, too.
I'm looking for an antique rangefinder, son. I must have sold it to you.
Antique rangefinder. Trying to think of something that'd be more worthless. Maybe an antique horoscope or an antique sandwich. I'll tell you something. Good luck finding that thing. But if you do find it, don't waste your time trying to sell it to me. Of course.
Shotgun. Recharger pistol.
Another satisfied...
So it's not there. could be on the kid.
Oh, hello. Bye.
I'm good. Supposed to be running around with that thing. It's gotta be here somewhere.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger
Have you
stations.
seen that tower on the
I don't
strip
know
all
which
lit
one.
up?
Hi,
Who are you?
myself Abish.
Nice to meet you.
My pleasure is not. Goodbye.
We don't need the NCR.
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over the strip.
Welcome to Casa Madrid. Cheapest, cleanest whores in all New Vegas. If you want to know the rates for Poon, talk to the whores.
What's this apartment building?
Yep, for years now. Guess I should be calling it Casa Marco or something, but I haven't changed the signs. Folks who can't pay their way onto the strip need a place to stay too. And when Pretty Sarah set her whores up here, Casa went full service.
Hang on. Realize the damn OBS deleted the warning symbol on my channel. I'm really sick and tired of technology just going you at the last minute. I think I should probably check if any of their errors are still up and running. Just file name. Hang on. Oh, never mind. Continue on. I had questions about your tenants.
Like who?
Never
All right
mind.
then. Catch you later.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
Let's try over here.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally, I had to let her out. What? I know a guy. His motto is love thy neighbor. He lives next to a brothel. Oh, no.
What's going on with those guys?
Hello. Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world.
Now, what kinds of things do you sell in this gift shop?
I have all sorts of things. Vault souvenirs, vault wares, vault machines, vault mementos, and vault suits. And, well, lots of other vault things, too.
I'm looking for an antique rangefinder. Somebody must have sold you.
Wow, I wish I had more of them. All this interest to be my biggest seller. I sold it to a man not too long ago. Real twitchy, nervous sort of guy. Kind of seemed like he was wigging out about something. Had a funny collar on. I wanted to ask him about it, but I figured maybe I'd regret asking. People are weird around here.
What kind of collar?
Well, it was metal and kind of thick. At first I thought he'd come from Gomorrah, but they're more into leather there. Didn't look comfortable. He kept reaching up like he was going to itch it, but he always stopped himself.
Do you happen to find out where he is?
No, but I know where he was going. He asked me if I knew of any place where he could hide out for a while. Wanted somewhere with concrete walls. Something about airwaves. I forget. But I guess he spent all his money on the rangefinder because he said it had to be somewhere free to stay.
What did you tell him? What did you tell him?
I said I didn't know about anything like that around here, but if he wanted to live for free, a lot of people do that in Freeside. I know there's a concrete building there across from Mick and Ralph's. No ceiling, but I think it still counts. Went up there one time to try and, meet my neighbors in the biz. But, I don't think they took me very seriously.
What did he look like?
Oh, he was pretty average, I'd say. Average height, average age, dark hair, beard of some kind.
Actually, let me ask you about something else.
Okay.
I don't like the sound of this. Hope that color isn't what I think it is.
That definitely doesn't sound good.
Personal space meaning anything to you, Guy? can be bought. It can be found at Mick and Ralph's. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves.
Huh?
2 choices. You point me to an 8 odd guns you've seen lately, or I paint the curve with your brain.
Kids run by sometimes.
Reach for the sky, mister.
Give me that gun.
Sorry, but I need to shoot Stacy. We can find you another gun.
Can I buy it from you?
This is the best gun in the whole galaxy. I paid 1,000,000 caps for it, and it wasn't even brand new.
Yeah, but your heavy use has really deprecated its value. It's only worth 20 caps now.
Oh man, it's Stacy's fault. She pretends like she didn't get hit. That's still a lot of money. I guess I'll take it.
You look tired. Maybe you should take a break.
I don't really like to go to bed until it gets dark out. See you.
Wow. Good thing the safety was on.
Hello.
Later.
Tell you about it.
Hello? Hi, are you there? Oh, right. You can't respond. Listen, I'm using your robot as a relay to get this message to you. I've picked up some unusual chatter regarding your robot. It seems that it has some information that we could use. Oh, wait, where are my manners? This is Lorenzo, a knight with the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd be very interested in examining your tech.
Could you bring your robot to one of our patrols so they can examine it?
Oh,
I'll have the robot
sure.
mark the location on your map.
Hi. Sorry to break in. He sounded truly riveting. I don't want to keep you much longer, but I'd like to make a counter-suggestion. I'm with the followers of the Apocalypse. We're much more liberal about the sharing of technology than those Brotherhood people. Bring your robot to us. We'll see that whatever information it may have on it is used for the greater good.
Okay. Well, yeah, looks like I have 2 choices with that. With this guy. Where?
This is a restricted area. State your business.
I'm with the NCR. Anything I could do to help?
Your being here is a start, soldier. We aren't exactly overflowing with troopers here. But if you really want to help us, talk to the idiot with sunglasses in the back of the plant building. He's been trying to get this place running for months and hasn't made any forward progress. Later.
Hang on. Do your business, boy. Sorry, I had to let Buster out.
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they?
Settle down. I'm not here to replace anyone.
Damn right you're not. Goddamn right. Why would they? You can't top this guy. Just a little more time. You can't keep Fantastic down for long.
Why? What job do you have here?
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No Fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good.
What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency. And I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here.
Okay, I really don't like this guy.
And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying?
How did you get this job?
It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said, look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, welcome aboard.
How would someone retarget the mirrors?
There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you?
I am now.
Well, hey, if you find yourself up at the mainframe, do yourself a favor and make sure you send the power to the right place. It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran.
Why should the power go to the Strip and McCarran?
Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on.
Really? Why are you worried about being replaced?
Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here.
Alright.
Here. You'll want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
Hello.
I think teabagging will get you anywhere, pal. Wait, why did my name? Those. Thank you very much.
With search protocol.
Kill them all. God will understand.
Put down your weapons and submit to authority. Warning. Your cooperation is requested.
The console is unresponsive for it to operate. Probably it would need to be activated during a peak of sunlight. How? Oh, looks like I'm waiting. That was my door. Oh. How about nope. Nope, nope. That won't work.
pretty sure HQ has forgotten all about us.
Damn it. Still need to get the science level up a bit. How am I going to get XP now if I can't get anything done? I guess my only choice left is to explore the world.
Hey.
There's some animals.
Hey! Uh-oh.
What's down here? Massive Canyon East. Yeah, I don't. Something back. And it looks well. D-Rats. People should know better than to dump nuclear waste. punch.
Trouble.
Hang on a sec. It's over there.
Trouble.
handy.
Where to, partner? Where to, partner?
No, I can get.
Sweet. Casino floor.
Aw, just when the standing around was getting it.
Okay, now I can hack that terminal and try to get the machine. Okay, now that's done. Time to go get the machine.
That was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again. This'll do the NC. Here's the standard.
I have proof that SG Contreras is involved in criminal activity.
That may be the worst kept secret on the base. I'd be more surprised if you had proof he wasn't involved in criminal activity. But if you have proof, you're the envy of every MP stationed here. What'd you find?
I hacked into his computer and found evidence that he's selling NCR guns.
Little bastard. I'm sure some of those find their way into the hands of our enemies, too. All right, thanks for telling me. I'm gonna have him rounded up. Pretty impressive work there. Wish I could keep you around. But for helping me nail this guy, I think you should have a little keepsake. Here, it's not contraband, but I confiscated it from Contreras last week, because he was being smarmy and I was sick of his bullshit.
We got the machine.
Yep. See you around.
Nice. I am 1 grand. Ding. Gotta love that sound. Where is she going? It's not like her to run off like that. Now to get more of that stuff. Now, what rounds do you take again? 308 rounds, guys. Mountain of Shells Camp. Well, what the? Like, that literally felt like it could have left that. What else could I be missing? That thing up in the sky. Just bones. Are there any other DLC quests I haven't completed yet? Or is it just me? Search, yeah. What might be missing? This screen is going to take forever if I don't figure out. The boomers, of course. Let's see if I can help them out in any way I can.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
Marco will say you have a bug problem.
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
I can handle a few ants.
Sure, anyone can. But one other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay. Just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
Rico said you were working on some kind of weapon to fight the giant ants.
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick, but it's useless without knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants.
Any signal over 22,000 hertz at 150 or more decibels should do the trick.
Hot damn, you're right! It's a matter of boosting across those thresholds, not exact amplitude. You're smarter than you look. Just so happens I was testing it at 24,000 hertz, so it should be good to go. Place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. But it might make you feel sick to your stomach.
Sonic emitter. Sweet. Wish I had a sprint option. Maybe I should bring it. And wait.
Hey.
No. Somebody lost a grenade launcher. Wait, it's one of those signature weapons. It's a grenade launcher. Somebody must have lost it. I better take it with me.
Uh-oh.
What do you think? Uh-oh. Already dead. Oh, wait.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you? You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I don't know where about that. That worked. And now be able to follow me without exploding them. No? Okay, power back up.
I see the power's back on. The ants are all dead?
Yes, it's safe to go down there now.
Maybe Pearl is right about you, because I don't know how you pulled that off. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down to clear out the eggs and repair the generators. Good work.
Not enough XP. Still need to get something.
What is it, outsider?
Anything else I need help? I can help with?
The next time you leave Nellis, keep an eye out for missiles. We're down to a 5-year supply for our launchers.
Will do.
Come find me when you've got some deter-
I have some missiles for you.
How many?
I'll spare 10.
Good work. All right.
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please, outsider, but I have patients to tend to.
I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
I have 3 patients here who were gravely injured fighting those giant ants in the generator building a few days ago. I've stabilized their wounds, but they're in bad shape. Do you have medical training?
I have extensive medical knowledge. Let's see what I can do.
If what you say is true, you can do us a world of good.
You have just enough skill to recognize that you are about to do more harm than good. You stop before causing any serious conflict. Of a combination of natural herbs, bandages, and some densification, you are able to clean the wounds and help boost the patient's immune system, enough that he'll survive.
I thought that man was done for, but you brought him around.
What do I have in medicine? 40. Only 40.
I don't know how you survived the bombardment. That's it. What is it, outsider?
I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the 2 runways.
I passed through a place called Helios 1. Maybe I could find parts there.
Are you talking about that damn bright light we've seen blast off to the south occasionally? I was wondering what the hell that was. If they've got the parts, bring them on back. We need to get the array back up and charging.
Let's talk about something else.
No.
Can I get a code to use the VR pods in the mess hall?
No, those aren't for outsiders to use. Leave them alone.
I'm generally interested in your people's history. What are the pods for?
Well, if you genuinely care so much, they're flight simulators. If you don't know our history yet, you should see Pete and get the tour. We dream to one day rule the skies. Bye.
Now let's see if we can get those solar panels. Considering I have a higher repair, should be able to do it. It should be able to do the truck. Actually, should I finish Tomb Raider, or should I just wait until July 8th to do July 9th to do Chrono Trigger? I don't know. Using your knowledge of functional cells, you further clean, polish, and upgrade the solar panels. You also clean and rewire all degraded circuits you spotted. Array of all solar panels are fixed. See? You don't need the parts. Just make the solar array usable.
Hello, outsider. Need something?
I repaired the solar arrays and increased their efficiency.
An impressive piece of work. I'll keep that in mind if jobs come up in the future. Don't get blown up.
Now what do I do?
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
Well, I think I've done everything I can help out.
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Watch your step, sister. Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
Lady in the water. What's that?
A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake, bringing her back to life. What do you say?
Where's the bar located?
It's at the bottom of Lake Mead. I'll mark its location on your Pip-Boy map.
How do you expect to raise a bomber from the bottom of the lake?
Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
If it's so simple, why haven't you done it?
Maybe you don't understand. Hasn't been one of us, not a one, to set a foot outside Nellis in over 50 years. You come along with your knowledge of the outside, and it seems the time's come to raise the lady after all.
Alright, I'm game.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button.
Any ideas how to get to the bottom of the lake without drowning?
Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Hey.
A rebreather, eh? That could come in handy.
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
Loyal said you can help me breathe underwater.
I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Corn silk, rubber hose, and removable adhesive would make a good hermetic seal.
That's a brilliant idea. I can put that together right now. Here you go. A new rebreather.
There we go. Now I can breathe underwater.
Bye.
This looks close enough. I'll go with this. My string thing broken? Nope. It's just being silly. Let's go for a dive. See how easy it is with the rebreather? To attack while underwater or in water. Next time, bring a harpoon gun. I take a sip with that thing when I'm underwater. Time to return to the shore. I hope this works out. Man, there's a lot of stuff in the water. It's about a sea monster. Great, those bugs again. The ones that JB hates. Detonator, of course, right. That worked. Yeah. I think that attracted unwanted attention, so I better get going. Oof, you just punched that thing. Take that, you venomous bugs. Now let's see, what can we find here? Place the wall. So, engage caps. Okay, that should do it. I hope the old store owner don't mind if I borrow a few things. Now, what do we have here? These things. I swear, those things are just like giant wasps. about I just take care of these nasty insects and be done with this area?
Hey!
Castors. One of the most hated insects in all fallen.
What'd I miss?
Nothing much. I just finally didn't get poisoned. I hate those bugs. Alright, let's back up. I should probably. Airhead to gun runners.
Welcome, sir.
And I don't need more ammo. 308. Don't mind if I do. Driving laser rifle.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Cowboy gear. Ah, here it is. The lever action shotgun.
Welcome, sir. I am ready.
Let me get some. That won't do.
It's going to be a dream come true once you've raised that bomber from Lake Mead.
Your plan worked. The plane seemed to be intact.
That's tremendous. I'll transmit instructions to the robots to start packing up the plane to bring it back to Nellis.
How exactly do you plan to get the plane back here?
I just told you. The robots are going to handle it. They'll break the plane down into pieces and move it up from Colville Bay in one shot.
But won't that attract the attention of the NCR?
We've got that covered. They won't be a problem. Let's just say they'll be a little distracted for a while.
Okay, well, I'm glad to help.
Hey, I better get rolling.
That doesn't sound good. Don't have much intelligence.
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today?
I've spoken to Loyal. The B-29 is on the way.
What you have done for us is a miracle, child. You have fulfilled the only dreams we ever had outside our walls. You are a trusted friend of us all. If there is ever a way for us to help you, child, tell me, and I will make it so. Don't get blown up.
Still need to get more of that XP up. What else can I do? County of town. How about I go there?
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over at the strip. Must have delivered more than just mail.
Hey there.
Hello again. I don't suppose you've decided to help Prim find its next sheriff?
What are you talking about? You're the sheriff now.
Oh, no. I'm just the deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command.
What are the qualifications for a sheriff?
It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already.
I'll bring the law and order back to Prim.
You will? That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing, although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
Ow! Damn it!
Hello.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business?
Prim is in dire need of some real law.
We know Prim is a great strategic point, and we aren't blind to the needs of the town, but we're barely holding our own against the powder gangers. We don't have the guns or the personnel needed to carry out our mission, much less take on defending this town as well.
What do you need to take over protecting the town?
What we need more than anything is bodies. If we had just one more squad, we could easily install a sheriff and still handle our primary objective of protecting the interstate south of here. If you'd like to see the NCR include protection of Prim and its duties, then you'll have to get some more troops up here. Knight at Mojave Outpost may be able to help.
I'd like to talk to you about protecting the...
Have you gotten us any additional support yet?
What do you say I should talk to again?
Knight. He's at Mojave Outpost. Sir?
Point A to point B situations.
Been doing a lot of good work out there.
I'd like to talk to you about Prim.
Prim? Hayes units is stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with?
He is undermined and is requesting some additional support.
I'd like to help. We can't spare any more units. We have to maintain a minimum head count at the outpost. Orders from the west.
Having Prim in the trade route under NCR control would help the West.
I see the wisdom in that. I'll radio for a unit to head up to Prim and offer some additional support. Sir.
Okay, I'd like to head back. Man, why do I feel itchy all of a sudden? I don't know why I haven't completed this mission yet. Wow.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Yeah?
I got extra troop support from Prim.
Yeah, I just got word of that. There's a squad of rangers standing by. Sergeant McGee will take over as sheriff and the rangers will be his deputies. This town will be in NCR territory. This means that aside from protection, the citizens will also need to become registered NCR citizens and pay any appropriate and associated taxes.
Yes, tell the troops to come protect Prim.
Roger. I'll radio them over now.
Man, I'm not getting like this. Anyway, I think that's all I'm going to be doing for tonight. If you guys enjoyed the stream, hit that like and subscribe. Maybe I'll do that other DLC, but I don't know. That DLC is really too creepy. But then again, Adventures Times call for Adventure Adventures. I don't have a raid target today, so I'm going to leave out. That's all for today. Goodbye. Now to figure out how to get this OBS to stop deleting my videos.